my name is Gautam Goyal. I have secured All India rank 223 in the Civil Services Examination 2018. Today I will be discussing with you optional strategy. My optional was physics. So let us first delve into how an optional can be chosen. The choice for an optional depends upon your interest, your competency in that particular subject. At the same time, while choosing an optional, you have to also consult the syllabus, and then after that, previous year question papers. If that gives you confidence and you feel that you would be able to sustain that optional for next 2 to 3 years, and you are willing to at least invest that much amount of time in that optional, then you should go for it. With particularly to physics, I believe those who are whether background of bachelor's in science and physics or mathematics, or have done engineering in any of the subjects, are very well able to take physics as an optional. It is not mandatory that you should have a graduation degree or a post-graduation degree in physics. A normal engineering degree would also do. I did my Bachelor's of Engineering in Computer Science from BITS Pilani. I also did my post-graduation in physics from BITS Pilani. So now I'll be discussing with how physics optional could be tackled. In my case, I took coaching from Dias Institute in Delhi, and Mr. D.P. Vajpayee, he's the teacher who is actually taking physics course, and he tries to complete the course within 4 to 5 months. But you should not be fooled by those terms that 4 to 5 months is enough for doing physics, because taking any science optional, be it physics, chemistry or mathematics, it would at least require minimum of 1 year. So you need to at least give more than even half of your time of whole preparation to your optional, because for being science student or being from the engineering background, general studies could be tough for you. Therefore, it is physics, it is mathematics or chemistry, or even for that sake biology or any other subject, that would be the anchor for you. So for physics, there are certain books which are basically known as the golden standards, which I think you should follow. For example, the physics paper is divided into 2 parts. Physics paper 1 and paper 2, each carries 250 marks. And in paper 1, we find subjects such as optics, for which the basic book which I did was Ajoy Ghatak, as well as Subramaniam. The second subject in physics is mechanics. The syllabus of mechanics is scattered around in different books, but there are 2 basic books which I think could be done. Those are Mathur, which is published by Estrans, and another book which is handy is J.C. Upadhyay. After that, the next subject which comes is thermodynamics. For thermodynamics, there is a small book by TMH Publications. I think that is sufficient for the preparation. And the last but not the least is electrodynamics, which is one of the most interesting as well as one of the most dicey of the subjects. For that, I think introduction to Griffiths would suffice. Coming to paper 2, we have again here 4 chapters or 4 subjects. First subject will be quantum mechanics, which was my favorite. For that, introduction to quantum mechanics by H.C. Verma would be enough. The second book, the second subject which you need to do is nuclear physics. Again, the syllabus for nuclear physics is scattered around. So S.B. Patel could be covers most of the syllabus, but you might have to rely on books like Iceberg for completion of the whole syllabus, and some online searching. The third subject, which is particle physics, for that you will have to again look into S.B. Patel, as well as the first chapter from Griffiths' Introduction to Particle Physics. And finally, the most, I would say the biggest of the chapters, which covers areas of electrical, electronics engineering, even physics, is the solid state. So here you have to be very careful. If you are from electronics background, then well and good, you can go about the whole syllabus. If you are not, I think you should delve into solid state physics more, and for that there are 2 books. One is by Estrans Publications, and there is another book which is S.O. Pillar. So you may read these 2 books, and that could be enough for you. And for the part which we are talking about electronics or basically logic gates, so logic gates could be prepared online as well. But the other part, which is microprocessors, flip-flops, etc. So if you are not from electronics or electrical engineering background, you may think of skipping it, or you may basically prepare as basic way as possible. because output to input ratio will be not useful to you. So this was all about what books you need to consult for physics. Now how to prepare for physics, or basically how to prepare your notes. For making notes, now my primary source was my class notes from Dias Institute. The second source which I used was basically online resources. For example, there are certain toppers previous years, such as Mr. Rishabh Gupta sir or Abhijit Agarwal. So I basically refer to these notes and integrated their material into my own. And the third thing would be your textbooks, which I have just talked about. So you have to integrate these three sources into your notes. Now, how to go about note making in physics? The first thing which you would do, or you should do, is basically look at the syllabus, and then you demarcate the subtopics which you need to prepare. And after doing, when you have demarcated your topics, then you look at the previous year question papers. What kind of questions have been asked from that particular subtopic, and orient your notes according to that. So each subtopic should have minimum amount of material prepared, what the kind of questions which have been asked, the theoretical portions which need to be written to substantiate your answers, applications of that particular part, those need to be integrated well within your course. And coming to the solving questions of practice, which is basically the major part of your preparation for physics, I think your first attempt should be to do the solved questions of these textbooks. At least do solved examples of these textbooks, and once you are thorough with them, you have prepared them by heart, then you should go for unsolved questions. And last but not the least, I should also say that with utmost conviction, because this was the mistake which I did in my first attempt, that solving previous year question papers is very much necessary. At least 15 years of questions should be prepared well, and they should be fairly done into your notes or your any other notebook which you have kept them for. So I think this all covers how you could go about physics. Other thing which I also wanted to point out, that there is a general misconception that physics could be tough, and or even many of the students which have been graduates of physics or postgraduates in physics often do not take up physics. So I want to assure them that it is a very rewarding subject once you invest your time in it. Also, you will not get bored throughout your preparation of UPS Civil Services, and I have found solving these problems really interesting, and I hope that my few pointers which I have given could be also helpful for you.